Yes, everybody, what's going on? I look like I'm really dark on that, don't I? How's it going? Did everybody enjoy that game? I hope you enjoyed that game. Not on the laptop today, on the computer in the office, although I am going to be taking the laptop home this weekend, probably, well, or this computer home this weekend, because I'm probably going to be doing a lot of streams at home in a very, very, very near future. Some problem that Cristiano Ronaldo's turning out to be, isn't it? I'll tell you that for free. Hey, lads. I just retweeted a little stat there for you. Ronaldo had an expected goals of a 0.83. One of his more productive games in front of goal, and boy, did we need him. Harry Maguire at the other end doing his best to try and level it up. Aside from that, pretty decent game of football, I thought. Maybe could have seen more chances from United. I thought there was some good opportunities, but I think you also have to remember Spurs came and played with a back five. They tried to limit United's chances, and I think they did tend to limit United's chances. We managed 10 shots. You'd probably want, 3 goals out of 10 shots, not bad in the slightest, really. You want to be probably getting 15 shots off in a game if you can be realistic, if you can get that. But then, Spurs managed 10 shots themselves as well, with 3 of them being on target. We had 6 on target ourselves. United didn't actually create a lot of, cast iron golden chances. But Ronaldo's put 3 goals away, 3 really well taken goals as well. And was unlucky with one that he shot near post that forced a save as well, because I thought that was a hell of a shot. Spurs dominated possession a little bit, but I didn't really think that they dominated territory. And even though they created 10 chances, I didn't really feel completely overwhelmed at any point. Can we say shout out to Fred, man? Fred as a number 8, I got a lot of time for. And that's what a real number 6 in Matic offers you. I hope Ragnick's going to the board and saying, listen, look what we do with Matic. Matic being that real calming influence in the number 6 position means that Fred gets to go and make an impact in the final third. And actually, it's mad because you put him in a different half and Fred starts pulling out fucking flicks and back heels and through balls, and you're like, who the fuck is that in Fred's shirt over there? Looks like Fred. It's not fucking Fred, though. Some Brazilian fella, I think. Jesus. Makes a massive difference. So you go, okay, Spurs created some stuff, but what did they actually create? Well, their goals was literally an own goal and a penalty. So even though 3-2 looks tight on paper, own goal, penalty. And I saw... I've just got Sky on it. You can probably see it in the reflection just here. I've just got Sky on my telly here and that. Sky sort of tried to cover up to him by saying he's got to make that challenge. And yeah, he does have to make the challenge. But do you know what he doesn't need to do? He doesn't need to be flat-footed and have someone get the jump on him because he's in the wrong fucking position. I expect better analysis there from... I slated Ronaldo. You just can't write him off. When did I slate Ronaldo? I think I've been saying this time that I didn't think he was as much of a fucking problem as everyone seemed to think. Especially when we were conceding goals left, right and centre. So, Harry Maguire, Sky, Gary Neville and Roy Keane, and I expect much better analysis than, oh yeah, he's just got to go and make that challenge. He does have to make that challenge. But he has to make that challenge and lunge in the way he does because players gotten away from him. If he's keeping up with play, he stands flat-footed and still and allows them to come right past him. If he's actually getting across that front post like he should do, it just comes to his feet and he doesn't kick it in his own net because he's just in the right position and he just clears it. You can't make an excuse for this guy starting over anyone else at centre-half no more. You just can't do it. Literally can't do it. Get your questions and comments in as well about it, and I'm gonna come to some of you guys as well. There was a couple of performances that I didn't think were Delo had a clearance off the line. Marcus looked better than he has done recently, but still below where you expect him to be playing. Maguire did nothing. Tellington thought in the first half, I don't know, did he seem like he was better in the first half and not in the second half for anybody? I thought Sancho was unlucky, probably could have got on the end of a few more things, but it's one of those, isn't it? Massive game on Tuesday now for United, and here's the problem. I look at that team and I go, okay, what's different? Matic is the difference. I think if we play Matic, we've got a chance, but can Matic play another 90 on Tuesday? 64 Ahmed says, don't blame Harry anymore, blame Ralph for playing him. Jenny Starr says, Pogba gave the ball away so much, happens every game. Yeah, I didn't think Pogba was very good at all today. I thought he was very, very average. Assad says, Steve, what is Maguire and how can he be our captain? Don't know both of those. Michael says Pogba was abysmal. Ross says, don't know if we can. I'm assuming that's, can we play Matic? Where is Bruno? Bruno and De Gea was rumoured to be out originally with COVID. So is there actually a COVID issue with Bruno? I don't know. I saw that Ralph had given an update on it at the start of the game, but I was busy and I didn't have a chance to go and look at it. Alex says, I think that's why CR7 and Matic came off for Tuesday. Bruno is ill. Okay, there you go. Not COVID, apparently. Sancho's still balling. Sancho, the pass that Sancho played for Ronaldo's back post one was just fucking... Abhinav says, Matic had a 3-week rest after Tuesday, should play. I hope so. Yeah, I absolutely hope so. Tom says, I think Pogba's main strength causes his main weakness. He's the only one to pull off that class pass, but he can very easily be pickpocketed. It's difficult. I can see that. Great battle of the Europa Conference spots. Here's the thing, right? So we currently are occupying the 4th spot, but Arsenal have 4 games in hand on us. Now, even Arsenal can't fucking widge that one up that much, can they? We got them a play, haven't we? But Jed says 807 goals, officially the best goal scorer of all time. Conte knows how to nullify Pogba. Well, he didn't fucking know how to nullify Cristiano Ronaldo, did he? Let's have that one right. And I'm so glad we got one over there as well, because I'm so sick of the absolute fucking Conte wankfest under some of our fans. It's ridiculous. Spurs have 2 games in hand. Well, sorry, Arsenal have 2 games in hand. No, it's 4 games in hand. Yeah, they might have Chelsea and Spurs to play, but it's still 4 games. Arsenal can still Arsenal. This says Angel. CR7 looked rested. Ragnick was right to rest him. I don't know if he was doing it to rest him, though, or if he was just dropping him. How good was it for Ronnie to break the record at Old Trafford? Yeah, I never thought about that, actually. Let's hope he gets another go. Champions League Ronaldo, Champions League Varane get to turn up and put in a Champions League performance on Tuesday night. That'll be good, won't it? Top 4's gone, Steve. Forget about it and you'll feel much better. I think we're an outside chance for it. And here's the other thing. We don't know to what level Chelsea might fuck this up. Because Chelsea are dealing with some serious issues at the moment. If they can keep them issues off the field, there might be a way in for it for that. Jeff says, bummed about the Paddock result. We can still win the league up the fucking Paddock. We lost in the cup today. Same thing that we've done in all the big games this season. Conceded 2 in the first 20 minutes of the game and lost 2-0. Couldn't get back. Well, I was going to say we couldn't get back into it. We probably got back into it. It fucking popped them all over the place in the second half. They were fucked. But we couldn't get shots off. Not good shots. Can we still win the league? Mathematically, yeah. And there's only 2 games to go. But I look at we're reliant on one of the opposition can win one and lose one, and one needs to win, lose, and draw for us to do anything. They've got 2 and 3 games left. We need to win both to have a chance. I don't think it's going to happen. But it is what it is. Barry says, why can't Bailly play? The guy's just mega injury prone, isn't he? Brian says, if Chelsea lose 3rd and we squeak into top 4, Because of it, the Glazers will put minimum effort again because they made it, potentially. Michael says, used to be Fred's biggest critic even last season. Might be his biggest fan, no bloke. Now the bloke is everywhere. He's very suited to a pressing team. It's different. It's just a different story in a different half. When you're in a different half of the pitch, he's just miles better. Can Chelsea even pay their staff and players? Apparently so, but if their bank account's been frozen, which is a new one, see, the players are going to be fine. None of the players are like, listen, mate, got a fucking rent to pay. The players will be fine. They're wealthy. They're not just getting paid a lot of money. They've got a lot of money. But people like assistant strength and conditioning coach at Chelsea is probably on a graduate wage, especially if you're living in London. He's going to be fucked. Anyone who works security at Chelsea or anything like that, those are the people that will suffer. As usual, it's never the loaded people. It's the people working fucking normal jobs, getting normal salaries. They'll be the ones when, first of the month rolls round. Am I getting paid? No, mate. So I don't know. Juju says Bayer should get a chance. Ryan says Chelsea for relegation. That might be an option. Not relegation, but a points deduction might be an option if they have to break a drama. Bjorn says salaries will still be paid at Chelsea. That was what came out last week, though, but they've frozen their bank accounts, so I don't know how you pay salaries when your bank account's frozen. Elias says, one question, is it possible, and I'm not wishing this on them, is it possible that Chelsea, because of the current issues, get dropped from the Premier League this season? I doubt it. They might get a points deduction if they do something outside of the rules. I think that's still on the unlikely side of things. Like a few people in the comments have saying, fully expect them to just swerve this the way they always do. Alex says, if when your op is this week, am I taking my PC home? Sorry if I said it. Yeah, I said it at the start. Probably going to take this computer home in preparation for Monday. I'm not 100% sure that I'm actually doing it now on Monday, because they said they moved my appointment around on Monday, so I might just be doing a pressure test on Monday. The plan was to cut me open on Monday, but I've not been told to bring any stuff for it, so we will see. Are they putting me in a wheelchair? No, I'm not going in a wheelchair. I'm just going to stay at home for a few weeks and not go anywhere. Ralph says Cavani works his socks off. Glad he's back. Yeah, I mean, it's only going to be for a couple of months, innit? Bjorn says, no, they've said in the sanctions they'll not hurt the players and the others working for the club. Yeah, but if the bank account's frozen, can they still pay wages? Jonas says, Glazer is the problem, not the best player in the world. Mohammed says, would Chelsea eventually be in the same position as Portsmouth was 14 or 15 years ago? That's what I'm thinking could happen. Joe, some institutions are too big to fail, aren't they? And I just get the sniff that Chelsea are going to get away with this somehow, and I don't know how. Anve says Sancho's graft is unbelievable. Bjorn says, yeah, there's different bank accounts. Well, how's that fucking allowed? If you freeze someone's assets, that you'd be like, right, well, you're not going to touch your one that says not for illegal purposes. We'll just leave that one. AJ says, best of luck with the surgery. Just think you'll be quicker than Maguire afterwards. I'm fucking quicker than Maguire now. Don't give me that. Muya says, Steve, would you take Tuchel at United should he become available? I think someone's looked at the 0.500% chance that might happen and just ran with it. I don't see that as a possibility. Abhinav there with a super chat says, English pundits, apart from a few, are poor. Last week they were calling Ralph a tactical show-off. What? The same people who said a striker over Fred in the summer. CTB says, Chelsea will be taken over by a Glazer-style investor. It's a grim future for them. Let's hope so, eh? Mimic says, what I would give for Matic, 10 years younger. Oh, my good God. Tino says, evening Steve, I believe Chelsea can pay out any existing contract but can't make new ones, so current staff should be paid okay. Ronaldo's desire was something else tonight. It was like Real Madrid's Champions League night. Ronaldo, let's hope he shows up Tuesday then as well. He might be in a good mood as well now after getting a hat-trick And that's what we're going to need on Tuesday. We're in for a fucking hell of a game on Tuesday, aren't we? Nev really hyped up Harry Kane today, says Notch. Everyone hypes up Harry Kane. If it wasn't for a fucking penalty, what did he do? Exactly. Paddock says Mr. Rashford that used to play up front. He was unbelievable. Come on, Steve, says Riley. I wouldn't wish the Glazers on my worst enemy. I fucking would. Oh, can you imagine if Manchester City ended up with a fucking Glazer-style managerial appointment now? Fucking have some of that. AJ Montana says the difference having a defensive midfielder today is unreal. If Ollie signed one, I reckon we'd still be in the job today. There's a good chance of that potentially. And on that note, Colin Piper says, do I think Declan Rice can do what Matic did for us today? Possibly. But if it's 100 million, I'm not sure I want it. Ben says, didn't Romario self-proclaim over 1,000 goals? Yeah. I mean, he's got like 800 or 900 or something anyway. I mean, 800, I guess. But it's what are they counted in? Edwin says, should have a special term for a hat-trick that's long range, short range, and a header. Yeah, we'll come up with a name for that. James says, who would have saved Matic? Would I have saved Matic for Tuesday? He played today, so I don't see him for a couple of weeks. No, unfortunately, you kind of need to just like... He kind of needs to play both. That's the truth. What was Tom Brady doing at Old Trafford? Well, one or two things. He's recently just worked for the Glazers. The other thing is he'd definitely be here promoting. Spurs have got a big NFL connection. It could be something to do with that. Hasn't he also just been like super best friends with Cristiano Ronaldo? I don't fucking know. Jamie McLaughlin says Harry needs gone. Would you pick... you lot in the comments tell me, would you pick Harry Maguire for Tuesday? I wouldn't. Not a prayer, would I? Annabelle says, would play Matic against Atletico Madrid? Yeah, I'd try it at least. Loads of people here saying no. Max says, Fred was brilliant today. Top 4 on. We've got to be able to... You've got to be able to see Arsenal drop points. They've got... I mean, they could potentially go 10 points clear of us. They shouldn't because they're going to lose some games. But you're asking a lot for them to completely fuck 4 games up. I mean, they win 1, they're above us. Arsenal's 4 games in hand are Chelsea, Liverpool and Spurs. Well, that's only 3. They only need 1 to win. Alex says, if we have Lindelof and Varane, if Bruno's not back, the same midfield free, Alanga instead of Marcus, we can win the game. Yeah, I think so. Notch says, no way. Spurs broke through us quite a bit in the first half. Worried about Atletico. Yeah. BS Green also says, Pele's currently having a kickabout with his great grandkids as we speak, trying to boost his numbers. Yeah, he's going to add an extra 4 to that in the morning. Whale Dinosaurs had a kill for Tchouameni at United. Yep. Kumar says, Arsenal's 4 in hand, Leicester, Liverpool, Tottenham and Chelsea. We are still in it. Yeah, but they only need to win 1. Mario says, how not having a proper DM and using 2 attacking midfielders with McFred at the back is Fernandez's problem. Give him the tools, he'll deliver. The problem with Bruno, and it's not a massive problem, but you can't ignore it, is he's very emotional. He's very emotional, but I agree that a little bit of what's around him doesn't help him. Can we talk about Pogba, says Derek. I reckon he is so off the pace. Pogba would be lucky to turn up on Tuesday night, I reckon. Yeah. Chance of winning every remaining game in the league? 0. We're not doing that. Arsenal will still miss Champions League spot in 4 games in hand. Screenshot it. I hope so. Pogba has his mind elsewhere. He's off, isn't he? Let's just fucking stop playing games. All that, I'm going to make my mind up at the end of the season. You've clearly already made your mind up. It's as simple as that. Would Maguire get a run out for Paddock? We play on the halfway line. I'd actually love to see it. We have the same sponsor at Puma. It's something that's probably going to fucking happen at some point. We'll see what he's about then, won't we? Here's the thing. Anybody who's played at Premier League level, like all of us lot, looking at Wan-Bissaka, probably go, fucking hell, he's shit. But I bet if you get him with, I mean, like, we play level 13. A lot of you probably don't know someone who would be good enough to play for us, and I'm serious. He will look like the reincarnation of R9 coming down at our level. There's just a difference in touch, difference in pace, difference in thinking and all the rest of that sort of stuff. It's just different. He'd probably look ridiculous. We'd probably never be able to get past him. Fred looking miles better than Pogba today, says Scott Hobbs. Anyone disagree with that? Anyone disagree with that? I don't disagree with that. Brian Case says Pogba's personal trainer this morning said he's definitely leaving. Yeah, I think so. 5 things we need to do for Arsenal to fuck the next 4 games up. I might do that. That's a pretty good one. Notch says Fred was way better. Right. Cheers to United for cheering me up because I was fucked off earlier. Still 2 games left for the season in the league. Win them both and see what happens. United, though, claim 4th spot. Probably not for very long with the amount of games in hand everyone else has got around us. Tuesday night, we welcome Atletico Madrid and the Champions League music to Old Trafford. I think there's probably about a 40% chance I'm going to be there. If I've had my operation on Monday morning, I'm not going to be doing it. When and where's Paddock's next game? It was meant to be Saturday, but they've took it off the schedule, so I don't actually know at the moment. We were meant to be playing away to Manchester Polonia, a Polish team, on the 19th, and then at home for our final game on the 26th. But I don't know at the moment. Just keep an eye on socials, and we'll post it as soon as we know. But cheers for tuning in, everyone. When I Paddock playing #United, I've been talking to Spencer about it. I think there's a good chance we're going to do this this summer. When's the next live session? At the moment, I've got 2 videos to record tomorrow, including my preview and another video to go out this next week. After that, I actually don't know when my next content's going to be because potentially having surgery on Monday. So I don't know when my next video is going to be. How are all the fixture changes affecting Paddock players in your prep? I don't think it is. This season's been really difficult, to be honest. If I may just carry on for a couple more minutes and answer this question. Because of COVID, last year they published all the fixtures, which I imagine, this is only our 2nd ever season and the first one that we're actually going to finish. Because it's our 1st ever season in full, like we haven't really got much experience of how this shit normally works. From the experience I have seen, I think typically the league publish the whole calendar of fixtures like they would in the Premier League or something like that. But because our league started with COVID and because our level of games, things getting called off is a lot easier than it is in the Premier League, and obviously no one's broadcasting them, so there's not a massive thing that you need to do for TV. For the entire season, we've only been getting our fixtures 2 weeks in advance, which on my part is a fucking nightmare booking our pitch to do. And obviously it makes it hard to sort of plan the whole season. How do we have a Polish team playing in our league? It's a bunch of Polish lads who live in Manchester. I think Manchester Polonia. I think Polonia literally means it's like the Polish equivalent of like expats. So the entire team are either Polish immigrants or Polish lads of Polish descent, which is fucking well cool, isn't it? Like top little bit of culture there, and something different from just whoever. So in my experience, they've all been fucking sound as well. We played them a couple of times. Obviously, we're playing them again next week, potentially. So it's been really difficult trying to plan out the whole season when I haven't got the fucking calendar to hand. Hopefully, should we be somewhere next season, somewhere different, potentially. Hopefully, we get a full calendar and then we can publish it, because I know, there's plenty of you guys. There's a guy came up to me today and said, I've come all the way from London to come and watch Paddock. I fucking love that, and I really appreciate that. That's absolutely fantastic. So do appreciate that. Appreciate all the love that we get on socials, even though we didn't turn up today and we've thrown the fucking league away. Probably going to end up coming third in the league. And we've lost at the semi-final stage in the cup. But do you know what? We're in a real league. You know, this isn't us turning up at Sunday League and just fucking bullying everybody. You know, we're playing in a very challenging league. We've had some success. There's some things I'm very proud of, very happy with, but there's also some things that I know we have to work on. How long till Paddock play in the FA Cup? Well, if everything in the summer happens correctly, I think we could do it in 3 or 4 years. Massive recruitment drive in the summer. Yes, there will be. We are looking at bringing in some more coaches. We're going to have more teams again. So we're expanding the teams. We're building a club, not just a team. And we'll be doing massive recruitment as well. Is there promotion, says Simon? No, at the moment. We are in the Premier Division of our league and we have to apply to go to the next level. We have done the application and we have passed the first stage of the application. Hopefully Wednesday we pass the second stage of the application. And then I think there's like an interview and something else. And then I don't think we find anything until end of May, whether we've been accepted for that next level or not. Juan Ramirez says, how do I invest in the club? You can't. We are currently dealing with lawyers and building an app, and we will not be invested into. That's not going to be a possibility. We are creating a fan membership, so you can become a member of Paddock and you can have a say in the running of it, because it'll be a one. This isn't 50+1. This is 100. It will be entirely fan run. I'm hoping to have that in place over the summer and before next season. It will be 100% fan run. It will be democratically elected fan members to the actual board. It will be entirely democratic. Voting on major topics will be done by our members. So this is what my vision of football and how it should be run is doing. Bing says, how do I feel about the token thing Spencer's doing with his team? Don't know anything about it. I'll have a look. I don't know anything about it. So that my vision of football is it's got to be for the community, and the community is the fans, and that's what I want to do. I want to have a football club that is run by its own fans, on all topics. Does Paddock run a profit? Nope. If I'm being honest with you, it's probably cost me personally 30 or 40 grand in the last 12 months. Next season we've got some sponsors on board, and it should run a profit next season, but that money will be going to use into putting into building our youth departments out and stuff like that. You know, this is something I deeply believe in. It's something I see that I can make a positive change to the way certain things are done in grassroots. And it's literally a case of putting money where our fucking mouth is and see if we can do it. So that's what we're trying to do. But yeah, stay tuned. There'll be more information on the membership thing as and when it comes out. It will be coming out hopefully in the next few months. We're trying to do the first move into the Manchester League next season. There's 2 options on the table. One is the Manchester League and one is the Cheshire League, and we have applied for one of those. That's all I'll say at the moment. So that's the situation that we're in. I think we've done a bloody good job so far, and you know, I am enjoying the challenge, and I am enjoying the learning that happens. And I think some things I get right, some things I don't get wrong. I get wrong. But you know, I've come into this with the intention to learn, and I've definitely done that. Are the Paddock players paid? No, they pay subs. The Paddock players pay subs. You know, we are. If we move up next season, we're probably going to eliminate subs for the first team to try and help recruit some better players. I wouldn't think we'd be paying players until we get to North West Counties, which is where it's. You know, we're not. We're back in stadium next season. We're back at Droylsden. And we're probably going to keep keep it free entry, but it'll be a much better experience. Like where we're playing at the moment, it's fucking horrible experience to come and watch us play, and that's the reason I don't think there's been many come down. Next season, back in the stadium where we started last year. I can't wait. I'm a Droylsden boy. Football's back at Droylsden again. Obviously, Droylsden Football Club's no longer, but the ability to be back in that stadium and playing football, I can't wait. And I can't wait for us to complete a full season in there, wherever we're going to be. Will the membership be available to those in the US? It will be worldwide. Because it's a membership, it doesn't require you to be local, and it will be done through yeah, I'll show you here. This might not show up. You see it right there? No, you can't. It's too bright. See it right there? I've got the demo of the app. Little sneak peek for you. So I am working on the demo of the app at the moment. And as soon as that's ready to go, the whole membership will be run through the app. And anything that we want to ask members to vote on, it will be all that. The cost of the membership is probably going to be £5 a month through the Apple thing, or it'll be £60 a year. No, £50 a year if you can pay up front. You get like 2 months free then by doing that, or you'll do £5 a month. There'll be extra content on there, so there'll be the full unedited interviews. You'll be able to watch the full 90 minutes of the games. There's also extra behind the scenes sorts of content that we're going to do, but the most important thing, the thing that's going to kick it, is that this is going to be a democratically governed football club. And that's what means the most to me. We want to, so the next, let's say we go to the next level, there's 3 levels in the next level before we potentially get to the Northwest Counties. In an ideal world, we do that in 3 seasons. We do that in 3 seasons, and we'll be in the Northwest Counties. At that level, we'll probably be putting, we'll probably be charging on the gate. The 2 thoughts I've had at the moment is either £7 entry. Again, this is 4 years away, but the 2 thoughts I've had is either £7 entry or £10 with a programme, something like that. But for the next few years, at least, it will be free of charge. We won't be charging a gate. The one thing that we will be doing with members, though, is it a republic or a direct democracy? I don't know the difference. Explain me the difference. So what was I saying? I don't fucking remember. Yeah, we won't be charging an entry fee for the next few years, and the memberships will be a little bit of extra content. Oh yeah, the first batch of memberships will probably do 6 months of leaving it open for you to become a member. Everybody who becomes a member in that initial 6 months, we're going to give you a different colour badge, probably a black and gold one, and you will be given the title of founder member of the club. It's going to be the same price as it will be all the time, but you guys will get to keep that title in your app and the app. So like, I'll show you my ticket at the minute for United, because it comes on my phone. I'm going to keep my thumb over it in case any of you fuckers try and scan the QR code. But my ticket at United currently comes on my phone. Like that. Well, the tickets for Paddock will come on the phone as well. So you'll be able to buy a season ticket or a membership or whatever, and it'll all be on there. And then those who become a member in the first 6 months will keep the title of founder member. So yeah. Where will we play home games if we get into Northwest Counties? I hope still at Droylsden, to be honest. We are looking, some people are aware of what we're up to, but we are looking at some of our own facilities, but I will keep that quiet for now about where we're going in case it doesn't come off. Ollie Ashton says a direct democracy is like a referendum. 1 vote counts as equal. A representative documentary is someone to make decisions on your behalf. The way it will work is there will be a committee or a board. On the board, there will be a coaching representative, there will be a players representative, and we have various other board members, treasurer, chairman, secretary, and then there will be fan representatives. The fans will be there. Let's say we do a vote and it's split 50-50. If we've got two fan representatives, one's going to say, I vote yes, one's going to say, I vote no, and we will take in the fan count as we're voting on stuff as a committee. So if the fans vote 100% in favour of something, both fan representatives are going to vote in favour of something, and that might tip the vote one way or another. But that's how I envisage it working. I'm still doing a little bit of research into exactly how it's run in Spain and in Germany to make sure that's the crack. IR says, how can I find out more about the club before the app is out? Just fucking tweet me. Ask me. What do you want to know? Return of the Max says, we should not over-celebrate, keep our feet glued to the ground. We've always said that Wan-Bissaka is a centre-back, 3 at the back. Would that be solid? Maybe. Antsi's Red says, what's the ETA on the Paddock app? I'm not sure. At the moment, we're not paying for it to be done. There's a young lad called Callan who works as a junior, as an app maker in Manchester. And he said, look, I'm a junior. I'm not going to get a better job unless I can do something more than I'm getting to do in my day-to-day job. So can I make an app for you guys? I'll do it free of charge, and I can stick it in my portfolio. So I said, yeah, sure. And it was at the time that we were thinking about doing the fan membership thing. So we've just put both of those things together, and, you know, I have the demo of it at the moment, so I don't know. Hopefully not too long. Mark says, the club I played for in Lancashire and Cheshire was dissolved a couple of years ago after being around for years. Mad how quickly clubs can go bust. Yeah, and here's the other thing as well. When I look at the plight of what happened with draws, and I look at how some other stuff has happened, and I look at the way a lot of the clubs are run, I think we're doing it in a slightly different way. And I think we'll be more sustainable. At the moment, we're an adult club. I want in 10 years to be a junior club with an adult team. I want to flip it completely on its head, and I want to be a grassroots academy for young footballers in Manchester. That's the end goal. Kofi says, I want to support Paddock with my experience. I'm a graphic and motion designer. Who do I contact? Go on my socials and have a look. There's a contact address on there. Dave says, Majesty's determination and drive. Just know he'll make it a success in the long term. Best wishes. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. We will try. John says, Wan-Bissaka will be awful at centre-back, no awareness at all. I think in a 3 he might go away with it. He certainly couldn't play in a 2. Darren says, I know this wealthy Russian looking to invest in a club. Should I point him towards a Paddock? Say, thank you, sir, but no thank you. We will be a democratic run football club. And here's the problem. It's a gift and a curse at the same time, isn't it, right? Because every club would love there to be some sort of billionaire backer that comes in and gives you everything you want. But ultimately, like, you become the plaything of a billionaire, then you lose your soul. I don't need Paddock to be a League 2 team or a League 1 team to be successful. If we are a profitable, sustainable football club at step 3, 4 or 5 of the English pyramid, and we occasionally play in the FA Cup, but we are a pathway for young footballers in the Greater Manchester area to be able to get their first grounding of football, move on to academy and forge careers, or we're a place where academy dropouts at 18 can come, play first team football, and then move themselves back into the pyramid. To me, that's success. I don't need the trophies. I don't need the accolades. I want to see people given the opportunity to do something with their careers. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I have a football team that I support. They used to be good. We will be good again. And that's where I get my need for trophies right now. Yeah, Alex says, or aspiring coaches. Anybody that wants to work in football, it's fucking well hard to get into the mix. So that's what I want to do. Scrim says, can't wait for green and gold to arrive on the shores of Singapore. Andy Petty says, are you hoping for similar levels of success for youth productions, Fletcher Moss? Correct. Mr. Manchester United says, Steve, you think you'd stop streaming this once I was in a higher division? Obviously, you have a bigger workload. Don't know. I'm not going to manage forever. I'm going to step aside soon because I see my long-term role as like directing of the academy and making sure that that works right. As I said, I'm actually more about what's going on with the juniors, but you have to start with an adult club. It started upside down, but that's where it'll be. My goal is to manage in the FA Cup, and it'll be pre-qualifying round fucking 95, right? But I do not care. My programme's going to have FA Cup on it. It's going to say Stephen Howson manager. That's me, done. Not says the team fault in the green and gold looked magic. It did, didn't it? It really did. But we lost, so we're going to have to get a win in it next week, so I don't fucking feel so bad looking at it. I have got last year's team photo on my wall over there, just on the other side of the TV. And I want to change it and put the green and gold one there. How do I manage the time with all the things I do? All the things I do keep me from going insane. Siddharth says, Ralph says Ronaldo started today because he did well in training Thursday. Does this mean Maguire performs every... He must look like fucking Beckenbauer reincarnated, mustn't he? Jesus. PJ says, don't ever want to see Maguire in a United shirt. Hey, let me ask this to you guys, because it's something I've been pondering. We debuted our green and gold shirt today. In fact, if you've not seen them, they're very fucking pretty, aren't they? These are our green and gold shirts. Now, there's maybe 25, 30 or something left. These shirts, honestly, I'm fucking in love with them. Alex says, love mine, wore it today at Old Trafford. Fucking mint. I love that. Here's what my thoughts are currently. If we manage to get the sponsors in that I'm expecting us to get in over the summer, the club should have a little bit of surplus. And I'm debating, because they're pre-order, that takes, as anyone who ordered one knows, fucking ages to come. Now, we're going to wear this one with these sponsors next season. But what's your guys' thoughts on us keeping green and gold as our colours? Because let's be honest, right? United had a green and gold kit. I don't think they're ever having another one, are they? They're not, are they? Do we keep green and gold as Trafford Paddock colours? Let me know. Keep it or whatever in the comments. Let's see what you guys think. The problem is that we have to make it. It'll be a custom kit every year. Green and gold until we're sold. Nicia says home colours. It's not going to be our home colours. We're going to play in red, white, and black. But I was as the lads was getting changed in the dressing room today, and I was looking at everyone in their full kit for the first time, and I was thinking, the problem is that we have to do a minimum order of 500, and it's 500 at a time to order them. So, like, we can be seriously in the red if we miscalculate, order some and can't sell them. But I'm thinking of keeping that going. I mean, Notch says green and gold is an official away kit. I'm leaning towards it, you know. Alex says, I thought Ginny said you have next season's done. I do. It's going to be navy. Alexa's just shut up. We do have a home and away, new kits for next season, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking that's our third kit. Shut up, Alexa. I'm thinking we got three kits. Because next season's colours, if we play a team who wears like an AC Milan kit, we need a third kit. I'm thinking that we do that. I mean, you guys let me know in the comments. Is it something that you think we should do? It got a lot of love. It got a lot more love than I fucking thought. What if Norwich sue me? How are Norwich suing me? It's Newton Heath colours. Tom says, Steve, I reckon you could order a good couple thousand of them and sell them all within a day. They're mint. What I was debating doing is, if we're just going to keep it, I could just order it unsponsored, and then we can print our sponsors on it afterwards. That's what I was thinking. Maybe is an option for us to do, and then we can keep it for a couple of seasons. I think. I mean, you guys, let me know. Agree? Disagree? Blah 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 blah. Aaron Gooden says, going to join Patreon now. Do I need an app? No, you can do it through a website. We have got the rundown this weekend. Me and Janine are not going to be hosting it this weekend. We're going to be on opposite teams. Who would you like to see host it? Hannah's going to be one of the hosts, but I haven't got the boy host for it yet. So you guys let me know. Who do you think we want to see hosting it this weekend? Gary Beatty says red, black, green and gold. Can't do black. We had black last year. Although we had carbon last year, but it was fucking black. And we weren't allowed to play in it. We played in it, but we weren't allowed to play in it. We had a bib for the ref, and he did not like it. Says get Jay hosting it. Jay hosting a video where everyone gets smashed. Not sure that's going to work. Notch says unsponsored would look great. Yeah, but if we might be getting some very good sponsors next year. They're not going to be wanting it unsponsored. Simon says my brother's in prison because he's a tool, so selling him for a shirt is pointless. But I'd do it. Keep the shirt, sell them easy. Michael says ref was a jobs with then. It's in the rules. You know, the Manchester United were the first team to have a black kit. And the reason for that was because, as you'll see right now, referees, as the match is on here, referees wearing like sky blue. Referees always wore all black. So the second that they changed the rules and they give the referees the green kit, that eliminated the rule where you couldn't wear all black. But at my level, it's still, the referees still wear all black, so you can't wear an all black kit, which is a shame because I fucking love it. Cantona's my idol, and that kit is iconic. I fucking love a black kit. And black and gold is one of the best colours out there for it, innit? I mean, I might even do training kits in black and gold. Or if we go some pre-season tournaments, might do a fucking black and gold. Get Cam Waters to host. That's not an interesting shout. Everyone surprised when he turned up at United? Michael says Royal Blue Light 68 kit. That was the original Studio 68 kit, and that was what that was in homage to. That's why we started this whole fucking shit show. Because we was having... we had Studio 68 playing five-a-side. That was just everyone who worked here playing five-a-side, and it was fucking wicked, to be honest. Surely Maguire can't be captain next season, says Assad. I ain't picking it. Otherwise, he wouldn't be. Alex says, hey, someone just said do a reversible shirt, green and gold one side, black or navy on the other. Not possible with Puma. Also, the kits would be so fucking heavy as well. Gary says Cantona was my idol. No, I'm saying. Lee Sharp was minted the black kit. Oh. Just talk about that Villa game. Right, I'm going to wrap it up anyways. But cheers for tuning in. Nice to chat to you all. Probably, if you like these longer form chats, late night, 9:30, something like that, midweek, I've been doing a few of them, and they've been going down quite well. I'm going to take this PC home because this is a PC and it doesn't fucking have a battery that dies, because my laptop battery's been conking out after a couple of hours, so maybe we can last a little bit longer. But if you're interested in that sort of shit, or you want some extra long rambles or anything like that, check the Patreon group. Cheers for your support, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Laters.